Welcome to Talk of the Town. This is an official podcast from the town of Pinetop-Lakeside to expand upon community topics shared through the Talk of the Town newsletter. Here we will give you more detail, respond to questions, and deliver information about community news and happenings. Hey, it's Rob Hefner here, hanging out in the studio at the town of Pinetop-Lakeside Town Hall. And with me today from the NEXUS Coalition, I have Vicky Solomon. How are you?
Good. Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
You bet. Now, NEXUS Coalition, of course, helps educate everyone, not just kids, but kids too, about the dangers and the pitfalls of drug addiction and things like that, correct?
Absolutely. And there's a lot tied to it with addictions and trauma and different things that happen. So we kind of educate on everything other than just the drugs. But that's kind of what people turn to because of trauma and addictions.
Yeah. Now, we're going to talk about an event that's coming up. But first, we want to talk about something that just happened, and that was the Drug Summit, correct?
Yes. So Wednesday, September 6th, they have the annual Arizona Drug Summit, and it's an all-day event. They got all kinds of great people there, different coalitions throughout the state of Arizona. We have law enforcement, and then SACLA, which is Substance Abuse Leaders of Arizona. And during that event, they have 3 different awards that they give out. It's called Keeping Hope Alive. One of them is for law enforcement, one is for treatment, and one is for prevention. And here it was at the end of the day, and I was just kind of kicking back, relaxing, and they were doing the last award. And all of a sudden, they call up NEXUS Coalition, Vicky Solomon. And I was like, what? And it was such an honor and such a cool theme because everybody in prevention works really hard, but it was just really cool to be recognized. And I almost had to have someone help me carry out that plaque. It was really heavy.
Nice.
It was beautiful. So that was kind of fun. But, it takes a team to be able to do that. And I tell my staff all the time that I have an absolute dream team. And then along with the dream team is we can't do our job without the support of the community and community organizations. And so we are so blessed, so thankful for everybody that supports us, opens their doors, and lets us in. So it takes a community effort.
Awesome. Speaking of that, so community and things that are going on, there's a Drug Takeback Program, and every so often, you get prescription drugs, and everybody gets these, and you're supposed to sometimes take them all, but you don't, or you get some that you don't need. They say take them until it stops, so you end up with all these little extra bottles, and it's like you don't really just want to throw them away because you're worried about somebody, getting in the trash. I mean, it could be animals,
right?
It could be kids, it could be people that are looking for drugs that are trying to be in a position where they don't have to. What do we do with them?
Absolutely. That is so good that you asked that. So October 28th, it's a National Drug Takeback Day. So throughout all of the United States, everybody's going to be working together. And what we do is at our local fire stations or police departments, usually in our area, it's police stations, but we do have White River Fire that has a drug drop box there. And then Heber Overguard Fire has drug drop boxes. And then everywhere else, it's at the local PDs. And then there's also one at Pinion Health Center, and they have asked to be put on that list.
Nice.
And so, I love that you talked about, well, what do we do with all these drugs? Another thing to think about too is I know when my mother was at the end of her life, there was different medicines that we tried and she was allergic and it didn't work. And so by the time she ended up passing, I had oodles and gobs of all this medicine. And it was so much I didn't know what to do. And thank goodness for the drug drop boxes. We put those together and just drop them off. No questions, no answers. Nobody's even there. It looks like a mailbox.
Yeah, there's no questions asked. It's basically, here you go.
Walk in, drop it off. If you want to keep your containers and just put it in a Ziploc baggie, you can do that. But if you deposit your containers, I would just get a black marker, mark off your name, and then dispose of it.
There you go.
So,
anything else people need to know?
Let's see. Whenever you think about extra drugs as well, I encourage people to look at their medicines that are in their medicine cabinets. If it says 1982 on it, that means it's probably expired and we need to get rid of it.
Yeah.
And then, like you said, maybe we have extra medicine that we don't want people to get into. So look at the drugs around your house and let's get rid of those unused and expired.
And it doesn't have to be prescription drugs only. It could be any type of drug or anything. You're not even sure what it is. Like if it's a pill or something like that and you're like, well, I don't know if this is real or not. Doesn't matter. Just take it.
Correct.
Yeah. Not going to hurt anybody that way.
That's right.
Awesome. Anything else you want to talk about right now, Vicky?
If anybody wants any information on free trauma trainings, let me know. Vicky at nexuscoalition.org is the email.
Okay, so we're going to give all your information down below. And of course, always be safe out there. If you have any questions, drop us a note. We'll give her information down below. I'm Rob from the town of Pinetop-Lakeside. Go up, be good to each other, and have fun.